The Air Vent Stalker, a chilling neighbor horror story. Let me share with you the most unnerving experience of my life. It happened when I was living alone in a small, seemingly cozy apartment in Portland. At first, I thought it was perfect, a quiet place where I could relax and enjoy my own space. But I was wrong. It all started with strange noises at night. They came from the air vent in the living room, soft at first, like a faint whisper carried by the wind. I brushed it off, telling myself it was probably just the old building settling, or maybe a draft sneaking through the vents. But as the nights passed, the sounds became more distinct, too distinct. Sometimes I could swear I heard breathing. One evening, while sitting on my couch, the feeling of being watched crept over me. You know that primal instinct, that tingling at the back of your neck that screams, "Something isn't right." I felt it. My eyes darted to the vent, half expecting to see something staring back. But nothing. Just an empty grid of darkness. I tried to shake it off, but the unease gnawed at me. Finally, I decided enough was enough. I called a repairman to check it out, thinking maybe there was some kind of animal stuck in there, a raccoon or maybe some birds. What he found, though, was far worse. The repairman pointed out scratch marks and debris inside the vent, nothing like what an animal would leave behind. Then he said something that made my stomach drop. "This doesn't look like an animal. It looks like someone's been crawling through here." The blood drained from my face. Someone? A person? Suddenly, all the odd sounds, the unsettling sensations, everything clicked into place. Someone had been watching me. The police arrived shortly after, and what they uncovered was beyond horrifying. My next-door neighbor had modified his air vent to connect to mine. He had been using it to spy on me. When they caught him, his expression was emotionless, like he didn't even care that he'd been discovered. I remember the officers telling me he had built this makeshift tunnel for months, months of silently observing me, invading my privacy, and God knows what else. Even after he was arrested, the damage was done. My apartment no longer felt like my sanctuary. Every time I looked at the air vent, I couldn't help but imagine his eyes staring back at me from the darkness. The thought of how long he had been watching, of what he might have seen, made my skin crawl. I moved out shortly after, but to this day, I can't sleep in a room with an air vent without feeling that eerie, suffocating sensation that someone might be watching.